5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What?
Uno. He said 5, 4, 3, 2. I said Uno.
What is up, guys, and welcome to the World Class Show. My name is Gabe.
I'm Ricky.
Logan. Yeah, I'm Jalen.
Cool. And Logan already introduced himself, but we have a special guest today.
You threw me off. because I was going to do it, but I was like, okay, cool. But yes, we have a special guest today here on the World Class Show. A former player with Ocean Way and currently playing with Georgia Southern University. And just low-key TikTok star. Here is Logan Phibbs. Make some noise, everybody. Woo!
Clap noises, clap noises.
Yeah, clap. Someone hold up the applause.
But Logan, we appreciate you being on the show today. Definitely someone that we wanted to get on the show as soon as possible because we just got done talking to John. You guys used to be teammates back at Ocean Way, but kind of want to go back to know a little bit more about yourself, your background. Like, when did you start playing soccer, and where did you play at?
Yeah, so I started playing when I was 4, like YMCA, like with all the kids, looking at the pebbles on the ground, like tripping over the pebbles on the ground. And I don't know, I was just so competitive when I was a kid. Like, I probably scored like 13 goals in a game, and my dad would like pay me if I scored, every time I scored. So I was just running up the money. So I had to get $1, go to McDonald's after the game.
Those bad hustle.
Man, I was hustling already.
For real.
My motivation was like just getting some McDonald's, some fries.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
Dang.
How much would he give you each goal?
$1.
$1? Okay.
You'd be like, I want McDonald's. We got food at home. Not anymore, Dad. I got money.
Pull over.
Good little Happy Meal.
Yeah, so I grew up in Tampa. I played all over, so my first competitive team was Brandon Flames. Now they're West Florida Flames, but I played there until I was about 12, 13. Then I played with the Chargers Academy, then I played with the TBU, then I played in Orlando, and now I played in Jacksonville. So, now I played Georgia Southern. But
So how old were you when you went to Orlando?
I was a sophomore in high school, so I think that's, 15, 16? Yeah, so I went to actually 4 different high schools in 4 years. So, yeah, I moved around a lot. My senior year, I counted as high school. I did a virtual school because COVID kid.
All right. Yeah.
Hold on, wait. How old are you, brother?
I'm 20.
Wow.
I
I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
How
I
old did
thought
you think it was?
I don't know, at least like 23, 24.
No.
I was like,
In college?
No.
I mean, I don't know.
if you're redshirt, you can be 27.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
you know what I mean?
But
I've
that's
seen
crazy.
some old dudes still
I mean,
balling up in college.
It's changing a lot now. You see 25-year-olds, 27-year-olds still playing college.
Yeah.
Who's the oldest player at Georgia Southern right now?
We're actually a young team, so
Nice.
we have 17 freshmen on our team.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Our oldest one's maybe 22, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, guys we play against though are probably mid-20s. So
Dang.
yeah.
Now, you said your final destination was Jacksonville, playing throughout high school. What club did you play with?
So I played with the Armada back when they were the Armada. I played academy there my U17 year and my U19 year for part of it. So I committed to a Division II school that year, and after I committed there, I quit the academy team so I could play high school. I don't regret it. It wasn't the best choice, but I don't regret it at all. It was fun. So yeah, after that, I played with Clay County, and then obviously I didn't end up going to that school. So
Why did you not regret? Like, why did you make that decision, leaving the academy and going to just play high school?
So I was committed to a school at the time, and so in my head I was kind of like, I'm gonna be there no matter what. I never really get to play high school because they don't allow you to.
Oh, okay.
So it's either play high school or play academy, not both. So
Well, I mean, with after playing with Clay County and now graduating high school, after that, did you end up playing with the D2 school, or did you just?
no. So originally I was committed to Lander University. After that, I ended up decommitting for financial reasons. Basically, the package that the school gave me and the package that was offered to me were 2 different things. So I ended up decommitting. It's actually the coach of that school is actually my coach now, which is funny.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there was no ill will there. It was just really unfortunate how it happened. But I ended up committing to another D2 school in South Carolina, funnily enough.
Yeah.
Didn't go there either. I actually ended up getting in a bad car accident before. I think I told you about that. I got in a bad car accident right before I was about to go, probably 2 weeks before maybe. Yeah, so that was probably the best thing that happened to me though. That car accident was because
That's wild to say.
Yeah.
Walk us through that.
Yeah,
Like,
walk us through
what
that.
was the car accident like?
Yeah, so I was going to the gym. It was 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going through a green light, and then I just look over to my left, and I just see like a blur.
Oh,
Headlights. Huh?
Yeah.
man, that's what works for you, bro.
Yeah,
'Cause you have the green light. Like you're just chilling.
Oh, so legally, it was not your fault.
Yeah.
dude.
No, it was.
Insurance
it
claims
was
are all
early.
watching
It
this.
was so early in the morning, like I was barely even awake. So like I just saw something, I was like, I had no clue what it was. I was like, didn't even think it was a car. Like,
Wow.
Yeah. It was,
That's crazy.
So what happened out of that? Like he teamed up with you basically, and
yeah. So that day actually, funnily enough, I drive like a small Toyota car.
Mhm.
That one day I drove my mom's big SUV.
Wow.
So if that was my car, I probably would have died.
yeah,
Look at God.
yeah, for
Like-
real.
Like, it was, like after
Yeah.
that, I knew like there's got to be some
Yeah.
type of.
Wow. That's
So how did you? I guess like how did that affect you physically? Like
Yeah, so I was really lucky. I mean, I only had like a fractured collarbone.
Okay.
Had a blood. They found a blood clot. Funnily enough, that was actually there before as well. So if I didn't get in that car accident,
he would have found that.
they probably wouldn't have found it as soon as they did. So
how did that affect your college? Like
yeah, so after that, I ended up playing one more season with Clay County, and then that next season, that's when I found Ocean Way.
Mm.
So
okay.
I wasn't even planning on going to college anymore after that. I was kind of just like, I just want to play pro. Just want to play pro.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just gave me perspective on like what I wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
and all I wanted to do was play. I was just happy like to be there.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. Like I was just literally happy to be breathing.
Yeah.
that's insane.
Like my perspective for that last 2 months. That's why I said it was like the best thing that happened to me. I was just happy to.
It gave you a whole new perspective in life now, then, huh?
That's crazy.
That is insane. And so run us through right after Ocean Way, what happened next? So you played with Clay County, then Ocean Way for about 2 seasons, right?
Yeah, 2 seasons, about a year.
2 seasons,
Yeah.
and then what happened next?
So, Ocean Way was a really fun time. It was a really good time, like with Nawal, Nick, all of them. They treated me really well. But I decided, I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to end up playing college again. So, I went out to a junior college in Arizona on the other side of the country. Probably, it was really last minute as well. I decided in July that I was going to go play, and then in August I was in Arizona. So, yeah, it was really last minute. So I ended up staying there for a semester, and then I transferred Division I to Georgia Southern, which now that coach was the first coach that I ended up committing to back at Lander University. So it came full circle. He ended up getting a new job there, and as soon as he came there, we got in contact. So after that, it was
Okay.
like, yeah.
So that it was just basically like just the connection and all that stuff
Yeah.
between the first school until now.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it's all about who you
insane.
know.
Yeah,
man.
well,
That's
it's
what I'm
just
saying.
the way things have kind of lined up for you is crazy, man. Like
Yeah.
it tells that you definitely have a bigger purpose, a bigger path.
Yeah.
How did you find Ocean Way? Because like I hear a lot of people in their stories about how they found Ocean Way.
Yeah, I actually found it it was either TikTok or Instagram. So one of you guys might have posted. I don't know if you guys were doing it back then.
No,
It
it
was-
was, shout out to Evan. He was
Oh,
mostly
yeah,
working
yeah,
out
Evan.
the TikTok situation. So yeah.
I think it was TikTok, funnily enough, because I post TikTok. So it was funny. I was like, it's in Jacksonville. Yeah, I might as well go. Just looked like it was run well, like the page and stuff was run
Yeah.
well. So I was like, I might as well go and try out. I went to an open tryout, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it was at Plantation. Went to open tryout. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, I did pretty well, and so that's how it happened.
I mean,
Nice.
yeah, definitely. When I went to go take photos for Ocean Way, you were definitely a standout player for them, especially for your age.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you did mention that you played with Clay County. I used to play with Clay County as well. And what was the difference between Clay County and Ocean Way as far as development?
I think it was just playing with older players. Clay County was a lot of younger kids in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Ocean Way, we had Bob Lodo, older guys. We had John,
Mm-hmm.
guys in college. So that was a big difference. Yeah.
Did that really prepare you for college and all that? So like mentally now you're like, okay, I can play against these guys, knowing that I played against older guys in the UPSL.
Yeah, that was massive for me. I mean, looking back on it now, if I'd went to Lander or Limestone, I don't know if I would still be playing right now, because, and this is how the game is changing, especially in college. Coming out of high school, especially with COVID, and how COVID has given everyone an extra year. John's a big example of this.
Yeah.
He was on the last podcast. He had 7 years of college eligibility, so he's coming out. How old is he? 24, maybe 25.
He's 25.
Yeah.
Something like that. So imagine a 17-year-old freshman, a true freshman, playing against John, trying to compete, getting the team. So for me, playing at Ocean Way for those 2 years and developing and actually getting minutes, which a lot of players don't who go to school, it was massive. So.
Yeah. And now talk to us about the difference of play when it comes, Ocean Way is playing in the UPSL semi-pro league, and then you played D2, now playing D1. What does that difference look like on the field?
Yeah, so the style of play is actually very different. Semi-pro and college. College is definitely a lot more typical American style, like athletic and who's the biggest, who's the fastest, who's the strongest, and it definitely did prepare me, but it's still just a little bit different in the fact that how we train is very different as well. There's definitely a lot more focus on how athletic you are. Like I said before the show, I was like, I'm never deadlifting again. Like my back hurts right now. Like I'm walking around like an old man because we're in the gym, but we're working hard. So
Nice.
What does a day of a D1 player look like?
yeah. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday we have weights and training. The rest of the days we just have training. So we wake up at I wake up at like 6:30 in the morning. Get up, try to eat breakfast. Try to eat something. I know like I hate eating breakfast in the morning personally, but I try to. Then we go train 7:30 to about 9:15. Then if we have weights, we go to weights, and then from about 11 to 5, got class or something like that. And then for me, because I'm a freshman, we have to do 8 hours a week of study hall on top of that. So I probably wake up at around 6:30 and don't get back home until maybe 5, 6. And then, I just go to bed. Recently I've been going to bed at like 8 p.m.
True romance.
That was not my freshman experience.
Yeah. Just got no energy to do anything else. I'm just like,
I don't blame you.
need my sleep, man.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, no, that's tough. I mean, how are you liking the city compared to the old school? Because you were in the West Coast and now you're back on the East Coast.
I was in the West Coast, and I was in Arizona, but it's not the Arizona that everyone expects. I was in the mountains, so middle of nowhere really as well, but it was just such a cool place to be. Like we were at a Mile High, so the training was there. It was amazing too.
Really?
Yeah, so I was probably the fittest I've ever been, just because at altitude it's like harder to breathe. And
Yeah.
first day I got there, we ran 8 miles. It was ridiculous.
Ain't nothing.
It was ridiculous. Like we get there, I was dying after the first mile, and our coach just takes us up this mountain, and we're just running 8 miles there.
Oh my god.
Welcome to
It was-
Arizona.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Is that like Flagstaff area?
it's about an hour away from Flagstaff.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Nice. So isn't it like their nights or something cut short or something like with the mountain time?
Yeah. So we didn't. When the time changes, we didn't change time.
Yeah, Arizona doesn't believe in
It's weird,
daylight
man.
savings.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird.
I lived in Phoenix for a little bit, and I was just like, I never personally went to Flagstaff, but I would always hear stuff, and they'd be like, after 4 p.m., like the sun goes down, and like it's like such shorter days. And I was just like, bro, that sounds insane. So I can't imagine training in said conditions.
Dang,
Man.
that's cool. Well, do you want to ask another soccer related question?
I mean, I was wondering, how far is it from Phoenix?
It's about 2 hours. So
really?
we were. It wasn't too bad. I'd say a lot of guys would go down there on the weekends because they were from Phoenix or that area. So yeah, but for me, I didn't have a car, so I was kind of just stuck there. But I mean, honestly, that was probably the best part of my life so far in terms of soccer.
Yeah.
Just off the field, like we had 20 guys on one floor, so like we were all close, and that was probably like my best experience playing.
Were you happy to be in such a small town, like small city, like just a small, like less distractions, mostly just focused on soccer and all that?
Yeah, so it's weird. I guess I'm really focused on soccer most of my life. Always been soccer since I was a kid. Like all I can think about is soccer. But there was actually, it was refreshing because, like I said, we had 20 guys on that floor.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had probably the most friends I've had in my life, boys and girls. Because we had the boys on the top floor, girls on the second floor. So it was good. I actually got a break from soccer more than you'd think.
Really?
And that was honestly better for me because I just had the most fun I've had in my life playing soccer. Yeah.
And the coaching right now so far, you have this coach with Georgia Southern. How about that coach? Like, I'm not trying to make you pick your favorite one now, but like so far, like has your coaching experience through these like professional lifestyles been really good to you, or has there also been days where you're just like, oh man, like coach has been tough on me, I don't know about this?
Yeah, so I actually chose that junior college in Arizona for the coach.
Okay.
His name's Chris Hauser. He played in MLS. So, yeah, he played for Tampa Bay Mutiny back when they were the Mutiny.
Wow.
So yeah, he's an older guy. Coach Hauser and Ryder, they're really crazy. Like talking, really crazy, but they're good coaches. So Ryder.
What's the craziest thing?
I don't even know if I can say.
This is why we ask these questions.
I
Because this this is why I ask these type of questions, because sometimes like players who are looking to get into college, they think it's when they meet these coaches, because the whole recruiting process, you're gonna see the nicest like person you'll ever meet, but when it comes to going to the actual college and going to training, this guy is the biggest a-hole in the whole entire world. But this is why you're here, and this is who's gonna build you to become a pro soccer player.
Yeah. So I think the one that stands out to me, and I tell all my friends this story. We had a game up in Mesa, up in the Phoenix area, and we just came off a big win against Arizona Western. They were ranked like number 7 in the country. So we were kind of cocky at the time. We were like, "Oh, we're just playing Mesa. Like, it's just Mesa." We get up there. It was a tight game. We ended up losing 2-1. Like, we were up 1-0, and they beat us 2-1. And we had no business losing to that team. So normally, if you play around 70 minutes or more, you get to go in the pool the next day and relax. And you just kind of chill. So I was expecting, just to be chilling after the game in the pool, but coach says, "Nah, we're training tomorrow." He was pissed. He was so mad. And we get to the field, and he just says, "Okay, we're just gonna play 3 teams. The team is off is doing fitness, just running. Okay, so that's not that crazy. But the day after the game, just straight up sprints back and forth while you're not playing." But the thing that made the practice so crazy was he said, "There's going to be no fouls today, and the ref is going to be blind today." So just think about it like this. You lose a game 2-1, so everyone's kind of mad already.
Yeah.
No fouls. If you lose, you're doing fitness on the side and you're running. So how do you think that's gonna impact the game? If someone's in on goal, if Jalen's in on goal and I'm behind him, do you think I'm going to let him score? Because I don't want to run.
Yeah. Oh no, you're killing
That's-
it. I'm breaking your ankle.
Sergio
Nice.
Ramos, yeah. Sergio Ramos.
I'm doing full Brexit tackle, baby. 2-footed, studs up, I'm going.
Long story short, to sum up the practice, someone tore their ACL.
Oh no,
Yeah.
dude.
Should have won the game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Hey, Roach.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I hope this guy doesn't watch the show.
Hey man, sorry. But
Sorry, yeah, so sorry.
That's crazy.
Newt, dude.
I mean, the moment you said the first day there, you're running 8 miles up a mountain. It's like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
dude's got
so-
crazy stuff up his
Yeah.
shit.
Tell this guy's a crazy guy.
But I mean, how do you think that translated to the team? Like, do you think they kind of got the message, or they were just like?
there was definitely some type of message. I mean, and honestly, that practice probably caused a bit of a divide for about a week or so.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There was just guys arguing on the field, like trying to blame each other, like, "You're the reason we lost." So I remember our captain actually, he got an altercation with the coach who was doing it. He like grabbed him by the collar of his shirt, and it was that practice.
The coach grabbed him by the collar.
No, other way around.
Oh.
Yeah. So I feel like when people think of junior college soccer, like that's the idea they have in their head, like that session.
Oh
I see.
But it's much more than that to you. Like,
Yeah.
you see much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, junior college, and I think I'm recommending this to a lot of players like I coach or help out. Like I said, a lot of players just aren't ready to move on to that Division I school they want to go to. But if you play junior college for 2 years and then you go, you'll be set.
Nice.
I mean, because a lot of guys they go to a big school, it's their dream school, but they're not actually going to play.
Yeah.
So maybe if you go to that junior college and then you transfer 2 years later, after you've saved a lot of money as well, and then you go play, it's a great idea. So,
Yeah. It's one of, I guess, the best experiences is actually playing. So
yeah.
that's crazy.
Were you constantly starting the whole time?
Yeah, I actually had the most minutes on the team. I started playing left back out there, and now I'm playing left back at Georgia Southern. I was playing center back at Ocean Way, but now the center backs are 6'4". Like, I'm pretty tall. Like I'm pretty tall, but I'm not 6'4". So yeah, it's a different D1's different, man. I mean,
Yeah.
people think they're ready for it, but I mean it's like a lot of people also talk. We can't. Can we curse on there?
Yeah, go for it.
They'll talk shit on American soccer, but
Appreciate you asking.
I don't know. He said a-hole. So
We'll bleep it.
we click. This is not for kids every time. So.
I usually edit it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't matter.
So they'll talk shit on American soccer, but I really don't think a lot of people can play Division I soccer and just keep up with that schedule. I mean, because it's draining. It can be draining if you don't if you don't love it. So
Is that the toughest part? Is the schedule, and aside from the training and the work you have to put
yeah,
out?
I think the training is the easy part. I mean, it's
Wow.
now, yeah.
It's stuff you're doing kind of your whole life working up to it.
Yeah.
But
There's just so many like little things, like meetings, being somewhere at a certain time. Like you have a lot of things to do in a day, and it's really easy to forget. If you do forget, you're gonna have pretty bad repercussions because it's what you're here to do. A lot of guys are getting their schooling paid for, so you're expected to be really professional in what you do. So.
Wow. How are the facilities up in Georgia Southern?
Yeah, so luckily we have a football team, so that makes it really nice. All the money's there.
of
Yeah.
course.
So our gym's amazing. We have a really nice gym. Like after the gym, we'll make protein shakes or whatever. Yeah, it's really nice. We have 2 game fields. Tormenta FC is a new USL League One team. We're actually going to be playing at their stadium our games. So they just built a new stadium there, and yeah, it's sick. I mean,
That's dope.
we actually played them. I wasn't eligible, but our team played them in preseason or for their preseason, our spring schedule. Tied them 0-0. So. And they won the national championship last year. So
Wow.
So,
Do we provide cleats and all that stuff?
yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you get 2 pairs of cleats. They do it in the fall, so I came in the spring. So
Oh,
What's the brand? Is it Adidas?
Adidas, yeah.
real nice.
Personally, I don't like Adidas though,
Really?
but I can't complain for cleats.
Really?
Yeah, free
Hey,
cleats are
free cleats, I'm
What's
saying.
your favorite cleat of all time?
New Balance, Furons.
You do play in New Balance. Yeah, like
Of all time?
in no
Like,
way.
throughout your whole-
Oh, of all time. I want to say the OG Hypervenoms.
Hypervent, sorry.
What colorway?
Green and blue. I don't know if you know those ones.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I wore though. I used to always wear like the bright cleats.
They were like the lime green though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which ones
Oh,
you're talking
yeah,
about. I know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are nice.
The OG Hypervent, they're fire.
Mine is, I think we talked about this already, the Nike CTR
360s.
360 is the first one.
Yeah.
I had
Yep.
those.
Those are
Yeah.
so
It's a
man.
mess.
They had those grip
Please
on
come
for like
back
the
out.
curve, right?
Yeah, bro. I need those to come back
The little
out.
pads on the
Yeah,
side
on the-
too.
on the top,
Oh my
bro.
god, for a center mid, it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Love
Those are
those
nice.
cleats.
Yeah.
What are yours, Gabe?
I don't know, man. I really had to think about it. I like honestly the Tiempos are just like a good old classic. I'm actually was about to buy some this morning.
Really?
Oh yeah, I was looking at them. I was gonna buy the $130 ones because bro, every time I get the $70 ones, they start talking, bro.
Yeah. Well, mine when we played on Saturday or Sunday, mine started talking. So I was
That's
like,
what I'm
I was on
saying,
there
bro.
this morning too. I was on Dick's. I was
So,
like, shit.
bro, I like the Tiempos. I think that there's such a classic silhouette. They're coming like a bunch of colorways, and like the most iconic players use them. I mean,
Yeah.
Ronaldinho being one of them, like, right? Because Ronaldinho used Tiempos, right? He used
Yeah,
Tiempos for a while.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Tiempos for me. Because the thing is, like, Tiempos are always associated in my mind to like center backs. But whenever I see an attacker with Tiempos, bro, it just like gets me going. And, oh man,
Those
I
are the
love
black
it.
forces for you.
Dude,
yeah, he's about to fuck some stuff up.
Not the black forces, bro. Yeah, no, seriously. Whenever I see an attacker with Tiempos, I'm like, I'm rooting for them. That's my guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, how about you, bro? What
I
about
get-
yours? You
Me?
didn't say
Yeah, I
yours?
said CTR 360s.
Oh,
That's
oh,
why
oh,
yeah,
you too? Okay,
we
fine, fine,
both
fine.
agree on this.
Yeah.
But
I can't wear Tiempos, bro. I'm sorry.
Hey, that's fine, dude.
Tiempos and Copas, like I can't wear them. They're too heavy, man.
Really?
Leather shoes in
Yeah.
general for you?
Yeah, people. I'm not cultured, I guess, but
No, man. Hey.
okay.
Honestly,
my second, honestly, would be the Predators, the Adidas Predators, just because like
Oh, yeah.
I have a wide foot, so and like those,
That's facts.
For some reason, those just fit so
you gotta
good.
try New Balance. though.
big
I
ass
have
feet.
white fit. They have
Bro.
white fit cleats.
I ordered some. What are they called? The New Balance Takalas or something?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bro, I ordered them on. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I ordered them on. What is it?
Soccer.com?
Soccer.com, bro. They never came.
They never showed up, bro. Hey, soccer.com.
Oh, you're a
Soccer-
consumer right now. This is a review.
Please, guys.
Yeah, we do reviews.
I'm
Like,
not
what's
trying to throw shade, but I ordered them. They didn't come in. It was like a month, and I was just like, bro, I'm just cancel the order.
Would you not? Oh, okay.
yeah.
I just canceled the
Yeah.
order, and I ended up. I found some. They're actually the Copas, the newer Adidas Copas,
Oh yeah.
for $100 on Dick's. So I was like, hey.
Where?
They're on sale on Dick's.
Right.
You want me to say it again?
Yeah.
On Dick's.
Hey, bro. Honestly, I respect that you wear New Balance because, like, I feel like it's always been, Nike, Adidas,
Yeah.
and New Balance has some dope cleats, and they got some really good ambassadors like Saka. They got Sterling.
Yep.
They got Timothy Weah.
Yeah.
So they got some really good players on their lineup. So I respect that.
What do you
I
like
respect.
about them? Just the fit?
Yeah, like so when I put them on the first time, like I didn't have to break them in at all. Like that was so rare for me because I got wide feet also.
Yeah.
So I got the wide fit and they just felt so good, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounded very like, very like contracty. Are you?
Are you NIL deal?
Are you?
Do we have a- do we-
NBA?
No, I wish I was.
I don't know, man. Because if I want to make this
I-
transition,
I
'cause
tried, man.
If I make this transition right now, because you also are pretty big on TikTok, and how did that start out? You know, getting into TikTok because you have a good following,
Yeah,
and you know I think you. When was the last time you uploaded?
Oh, not for a while, man. Probably a month ago.
Yeah, really.
I should
But you were
actually.
consistent. You
Yeah,
were really consistent.
I was. I really should be posting more, especially now that I'm at Georgia Southern. But
Yeah, bro. Get that college.
yeah,
Yeah,
it started
dude.
out as just a joke. Like I was just Arsenal were really bad at the time. Are you an Arsenal fan?
I'm not.
I thought you were for some reason. Who do you support?
Chelsea, bro.
Oh, okay.
Chelsea.
Someone doesn't watch the show.
That's the new Arsenal though.
Yeah,
Chelsea is the new Arsenal.
Yeah, I've been saying that though. I've been saying
But
that.
Arsenal was really bad at the time. I think they lost against Southampton or something. I just made like video roasting Arsenal, and then it just went viral. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep posting videos. And then,
Was that
Don't-
the first video?
yeah, that was the first video.
Like your first video just went viral.
Yeah, that
That's-
first video went viral.
That's wild.
I was just making fun of Arsenal. I did the Mason Mount dance.
Oh yeah, nice.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yo, okay.
Don't go making fun of Chelsea now. Don't.
You a Chelsea fan too?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
He better go like this.
I know.
Go retro.
Let's not try to get famous.
You're a Man United?
I'm a United fan. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Well,
Yeah.
man. Okay, so run us through like, I mean, you said it was like your first TikTok. Then what made you just want to keep doing it? Like, what was in it? Were you in it for anything? Did you want to get anything out of it? Like, cause you have how many followers do you have? You have like a
Yeah, I have 61,000.
61K. Like that's pretty big. So how did talk to us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I had a friend who actually had like more than 1 million followers on TikTok, and he was like, "You gotta get on this. Like, you just gotta get on this." He was making a lot of money posting. He helped me out. Like he set up my account in like a professional whatever.
Oh, that's
so you
awesome.
can see all your analytics and stuff. And
Yeah.
I just started posting. I mean, I was like, I'm really bored as well.
Right.
So I was just training. I just record it, and then
See, those are the ones that I saw, where they're training videos.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I think I saw like on overtime.
yeah.
And I don't, we didn't even follow each other. And I was like, wait, this is Logan.
Yeah.
On overtime.
Yep.
Yeah,
I seen it, I was like-
I had a few, and I also what I did too is like with Ocean Way when I play a game or Clay County, I just like cut up all my involvements in the game or something and just post it. Because then also it got a lot of likes for some reason. I don't know why I did. Like, cause soccer is like not that popular, but I did. And then I would actually get like college coaches like DMing me on Instagram, like interested in me coming and playing for them, just off posting videos on TikTok.
That's crazy.
So
That's like the new age recruitment now. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
so
for
much.
sure.
Yeah.
I remember before when we were in high school, they had some system where you would go and upload your highlights to, and like we had it for football. And we did
Huddle.
Huddle, yeah. And I remember trying to use that, and I was just like, bro, this is so weird.
Bro,
And,
but like you
it's
have to
crazy
ask your
think
dad,
now.
hey, your dad, film me, but film the whole game, not just me. Don't just follow me.
Bro, and when I was
You know
playing
what I mean?
soccer,
Like-
my parents, like my mom, signed me up for soccer, but wanted me to play football, and I was like, why did you do
Why'd you
this?
do that?
How did you get me here? And my dad played basketball, so then I was like, bro, who was supposed to film me? So I would set up a phone sometimes, and I just remember like just going to Huddle. I'm like, this is crazy. So now to see like people just go on TikTok, and
yeah,
I'm just like, wow,
Dang.
that's insane. You can
That is
get-
awesome.
it's a lot easier now with like VO and
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the auto cameras. It's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
Automated cameras.
Damn.
That's dope,
Big
man.
ups to you, man, because that's real tough. Especially, I mean, how tough was it to be consistent?
Yeah, I mean, just because that was in the time, like, after my car accident, I had a lot of time. So it actually wasn't really that difficult because all I was really doing was training and just making videos, honestly. So I really didn't do much. I mean, I would coach as well, but that was like an hour or 2 hours a day. So a lot of my time I was really not doing much. So that was like, it was a hobby, but it was also pretty beneficial and good use of time, I guess.
Is that why you don't really post much now? It's just the schedule's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, as well as like, I don't want to be that guy recording right now because I'm new to the team. So it's
Oh,
that's
fair.
true. That's true.
That's
You
fair.
know, once I'm more comfortable, we'll see. We'll
That's
see.
dope.
But
Did some of the players know about you already?
oh man, it's really it's really weird. Honestly, it's really weird. I was talking to my friend about this the other day. So I was working at Georgia Southern ID camp 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And every single time I'm at a camp, there's at least 3 or 4 that know about my TikTok just because the niche of soccer is so small.
Yeah.
So every single time, man, I swear. Or if I would be playing a game and the striker's like, "You make TikTok videos?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." It's so weird. It's just such a small
Wait, you're
world.
talking about during the game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah, during the
That's
game, that's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, wow. Hey, man, aren't you
He's
that
like,
guy?
yo, I follow you, bro. It's like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be like,
Okay.
sit down.
Yeah, bro. That would just give me like so much.
Just a fan.
Yeah, bro. That's what I was like, bro. I'm gonna embarrass you now.
I don't know how you
Like,
stay humble,
that's the
bro.
worst thing you could tell me in the game.
Like, better be careful what you do.
Yeah, I know, right?
On
You
TikTok.
gotta end up on TikTok.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see yourself next week.
You never used that card though, right? On the field?
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying
You're a good guy, bro. You're a real good guy.
I'm just worried. I'm worried if I post and get a little bit bigger. I've seen in like baseball and other sports because we're gonna be playing some big schools like Kentucky and like I can just imagine I'm playing the game TikTok boy. I can just imagine. Bro.
Yeah.
Man, don't worry about that, bro.
Honestly, that'll be kind of fun though. So I hope it happens.
That'd be
That's
fire,
fuel.
actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's not an insult.
It really
I don't think it's
Like
an
you said,
insult.
man, if you end up getting that bag, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the bad, bro. And like, if a guy's like, "Yo, I'll follow you," all right, man. You about to end up on my next TikTok, then just
That's
Yeah.
some trash talk. Do you trash talk? You like trash talking?
Depends on the mood, man. Honestly, it depends. Like, I used to a lot, and then I stopped, and now I'm kind of doing it again.
Good.
You know, it just depends on the mood, honestly. If I'm feeling it, you got to.
yeah,
Right.
of course.
But maybe going into Kentucky and trash talking is not the best idea. So,
I mean, it's Kentucky.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll end up on TikTok. Who knows?
What's the worst insult you ever received on the field?
Ooh, I don't know about insults, but like there have been some weird touches, man. Like, I don't know, man. It's a
Bro,
corner kick.
no,
it's a
it
no,
gets-
he knows
listen,
what I'm talking about, bro.
I try to
He knows
tell
what I'm
people
talking
because I played center back, I played outside left back, and I've been trying. Like I try to tell people, bro, the stuff people do in that corner and like in the box when you're getting ready for a corner is wild.
No,
I
man.
mean, yeah, I could imagine. I can imagine.
I've always been the front post guy,
Yeah.
so I never actually
No,
experienced
you gotta
that.
get down and dirty in the middle, bro. It's
What?
no, I'm saying like if you're not in the post, like if you're in the middle, people get wild, bro. I've been touched, and I'm like, bro, why? This should be a card, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
what is going
I'm
on?
not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. There's like a huddle of people. You can get away with so
Yeah,
much.
I mean, people nut check you. People
That-
pinch your
yeah.
nipples, bro. Finger up the butt.
Yeah.
Take off right. I'm like,
Damn, bro.
what is going
That's
on?
wild.
Yeah, but I can't really think of an insult though. I mean, I kind of don't really listen either. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
you're,
yeah.
you're too big for that. I'm sorry.
It's like, how's the weather up there?
I'm honestly just like so zoned out when I'm playing. I'm just thinking about like random things a lot of the time. Like I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like it's
Thinking, what am I
like
gonna do
anything
tonight?
but soccer sometimes. I swear.
But-
It's so weird.
Now with TikTok, have you built like closer relationship with other influencers, like other TikTok players?
Yeah, so actually a lot. I'm actually thinking about. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think about starting. I was even thinking like down the road, starting like a club. Because I know so many guys who TikTok like ballers, man. Like just starting a UPSL team or something, like getting money together. Because it'd be sick. I mean, especially also like content houses, whatever.
Yeah.
Just get like-minded guys around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot, man.
Dope.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Hey, speak that into fruition.
Yeah, man. There are
same.
so many like there's like too many to count, bro. Who I've met who have been like good people. One person I met actually got me into playing college soccer again. Yeah, through TikTok. So
Oh, really?
TikTok is really the reason why I'm playing Division I soccer right now.
Wow.
Talk us in it.
yeah.
As well.
What?
Yeah, so-
Run us through it.
Shout out Zev. He's gonna be happy that I mentioned him. He's gonna be really happy. He helps get players into college, and he kind of guides them into doing that. And so he was like, "Hey, you're a really good player. I think UPSL is almost a waste of time for you right now, just because college is more of a clear path to pro, and you have a lot more training, and it's a more stable environment. Because as you saw, Ocean Way is not a club anymore, and that's very common in the UPSL. It's not the stabbed Ocean Way or anything. You saw it with Interjacks.
Interject,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not a club anymore. It's very unstable, but college, you're training every day. You got games like we play pro teams. Like that's such a good opportunity.
Right.
And then you got the academics as well. So, yeah, he said, why not still play full time and play even more than you're playing now, and also maybe work to get a degree. I don't know if I will finish that degree, but it's it's an opportunity. And yes, and it kind of just helped me reach out to schools. And my situation was a little weird because it took 2 gap years because I wasn't planning on going and playing. But yeah, it worked out perfectly, so can't really complain.
Shout out to what's his name?
Zev.
Zev.
yeah,
Zev.
shout out
You
Zev.
saved a life.
This is probably going to be on TikTok now. Just
Let's go.
I might apply to some colleges now.
Your time is done, my boy. Speaking,
This guy, hey, go run to the corner.
bro.
He probably
This
could.
is what we got for you because you
Yeah.
can't even play on the field, bro.
Yeah, this guy
For
hurt
those that
himself
don't
Sunday.
know, we played a little pickup this past weekend, and I was
Shout
balling
out Sunday.
out. And next thing you know,
Cap.
I pulled a muscle.
Yeah.
Pulled a muscle, and
Hamstring.
I'm out for a good 3 weeks.
Had that Neymar.
Bro, we turn around, this guy's just rolling on the ground. I'm like, what just happened? Like, how did this happen?
Okay. All right. Next time, if it happens to you guys, I'm just trying.
Hey, but you can tell he was not there to help you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were there.
We stretched you out, gave you some water. He was good.
Got some Gatorade out of it.
But yeah, shout out to
But
him.
yeah,
man.
no, shout out to
him.
them, man. That's awesome. I'm really glad that it's crazy because like, and I mean, I'm not trying to get like all talking weird about TikTok, but there's a lot of negativity on the app, but so much good comes out of it.
Yeah.
In ways that we don't see. I mean, I would have never imagined that somebody would reach out to you talking about you have so much potential and now you're getting a degree,
Yeah.
paid for, playing D1, arguably the best soccer that you could play at the moment. That is not pro.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Really-
shouts out.
Yeah,
Like, that's
really
awesome.
didn't know that TikTok was a good resource now for college
Yeah.
recruiting.
Yeah, it's
I know
crazy.
it's crazy. I'm like, why are these college coaches even on TikTok? Like,
Like, how old are you?
yeah, so it's like,
Bro, for real.
Like, what are you doing?
But like I think so, and I guess you can speak to the audience or to the cameras. Like, what is the importance of putting yourself out there? Like, if you don't mind, kind of like in your own words, saying like, because it can be awkward or weird or intimidating to record yourself and then post and being like, what if I'm not good enough? What if no one sees this? What if this is embarrassing? Everyone laughs at me. Like, why is it important to put yourself out there?
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess something that I learned too is like, honestly, just no one cares. Like if you embarrass yourself in public, like 5 seconds later, no one cares anymore.
Yeah,
It's the same thing on the internet. I mean, if you post something stupid and I mean, they scroll, no one even has the attention span nowadays to watch a 10-minute video. So the only thing that can really come out of it, as long as you're posting the right things, I mean, just don't be stupid because the internet, if you're stupid, it's out there forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would just post stuff that I think could only really help me. And worst case scenario, maybe I do get a hateful comment. Like, there's always some type of truth in a hateful comment. Like, hey, you have a horrible first touch. Maybe I do.
Yeah.
Maybe I do. And so what? I got to work on it. But yeah, I mean, just posting consistently. There's really no harm to it as well. I mean, worst case scenario, no one watches your videos, no one sees it. You still gotta organize videos where you can end up sending it to college coaches as well.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the soccer side of it. I mean, there's so many other things you can do with it as well. Like what you guys do. It's not TikTok, but I mean, worst case scenario, no one watches this podcast. You guys are still best friends, talking, like having a good
Yeah,
time.
100%.
That is
yeah,
facts.
I mean, there's no downside to this at all.
That's what we do is just like go for it. Like, we don't know what's gonna come from it. We don't know what's gonna happen, but in the moment, it's what we want. It drives us. It makes us happy. So it's like, why not?
Gets
Go
me out
for
of the
it.
house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, yeah, but I think it's important to say that because, and especially I can speak for myself. Sometimes I'm like, man, I don't know if my work is good enough. Like when I'm taking photography or doing a video, or like even the takes that I'm, talking in this podcast. But like you said, no one cares, and I'm having fun with it. And as long as everybody else is having fun with what they do, that's all that matters. So that's some really good advice.
Yeah.
So
What do you think catches your eye the most when you're watching like other players? Like what entertains you the most when you're watching like other people play soccer on TikTok
Honestly, I think
or social media in general?
okay. Yeah, I think a good camera for a start. I mean, I just like a really well put together video for me. I mean, it's not even so much about the soccer. Sometimes just a really nice video in a really nice area. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the Pier 5 soccer field in New York.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been there.
You've been there?
Yeah.
It's a sick place. Like, sunset, soccer video, nice camera.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Anything in that video would be
Yeah.
like worthy just because
Yeah,
of what's
pretty
going
much.
on, man.
Downtown Manhattan back
Yeah.
behind you.
Can't
It's
beat it.
crazy because of you. When we filmed that one video for you back at Clay County, I don't know if you follow Off Party on Instagram. He's actually one of the main guys who films at Pier 5 in New York.
I think I've heard that name before. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should, yeah. We should.
Yeah, pull him up. But yeah, thanks to him, like I was able to reach out to him because of you, and we were able to do an interview with him and do some like small TikTok videos and all that stuff with him. But
Yeah.
it's crazy how a small world can bring you to different locations and all that stuff. Is that like something that you would like to do as soon as possible? Like just travel for content? I mean, obviously you're traveling for college, but also for
Yeah.
shooting some content.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's literally on that field that you're talking about.
Yeah. So for me, I'm kind of torn right now, honestly. I love where I'm at, and it's funny. My dream since I was like a kid was to be Division I soccer player. I mean, I grew up in Tampa, so I would go to the USF games.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I'd dye my hair green, have a mohawk, and I'd go watch those games. But yeah, I don't know about school. I mean, I feel like I'm really wasting my time sometimes in my classes. I mean, because I get training is great and everything, but I feel like there's just so much more that I could be doing with my time.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know. It's such a good place to be, and like I would kill for this opportunity, but I'm kind of torn on what to do with that because I want to be a professional player as well.
Right.
So college is a good place to be for that.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not an ACC school, so like I'm not going to get drafted. Like John was at EIU. I was actually really close to going to EIU as well. Funnily enough, and yeah, so he had a really good opportunity with the goalkeeping combine. I think you guys talked about it on the podcast, right? Yeah.
We went to camp.
Oh yeah. Went to the camp, yeah.
So it's actually really hard to go pro out of college unless you're at a big school. So for me, and I'm 20 now. I mean, you guys are gonna laugh. But I'm getting old in terms of soccer. In terms of coming in and being pro.
I know. Yeah.
So I'm really torn about
I know that feeling.
what I want to do right now.
So what would be like your next steps? Like say if you like, what other options are out there for you?
Yeah. So, I mean, I really want to get into probably a league like NISA, where John's at.
Okay.
And we actually played a NISA team a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and we actually beat them 4-2.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was actually really encouraging. Like saying, okay, I definitely believe I'm at the level, and it's just getting the opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, it's what I've wanted to do since I was a kid, more so than playing Division I soccer, is being a professional soccer player.
Gotcha.
And, especially the content that come out of that as well. It's like 2 birds in a stone.
Yeah, because then you got those are like, I mean, like we saw people like they have real fans like dedicated and like videos that come out of there I see all the time. I'm like,
Yeah, Chattanooga's fans they get a really good turnout.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, I mean we
wild.
went preseason and that we still had a decent turnout and they're like, yeah, this is nothing compared to what they see.
They were like yelling at the ref and like insane amounts of profanity. Like, but it came from a good place. Like a lot of passion. There was a lot of passion in the things that they were yelling. And I was like, this is a preseason game.
Yeah.
And I was dumbfounded. I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
And the team, I mean, the game we watched was a really great game. So it seems like they have a lot of dedication, even in small teams like that. So.
Yeah, and I just think that's like all I want to do is just play soccer. I mean, it's like I think it's the best job in the world that you can have. It's just playing a sport. You're kicking a ball. And you're getting paid.
Yeah. I think John Brooks said
John said the same thing.
Playing a child's game. So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to John, man.
Shout out John. Yeah,
that's dope. So like, you talk about you going as a kid in Tampa to USF games and stuff, but were there any players that like you really idolized growing up?
Idolized maybe Wayne Rooney when I was a kid. That's Wayne Rooney and Van Persie. That's why I like Manchester United. That's why I support Manchester
Fair enough.
Okay.
What about U.S. players? Any U.S. players that really stuck
Landon
out?
Donovan. I can't believe I forgot him. Landon Donovan.
Nice.
That's like what got me into U.S. soccer. Like I said, I had the mohawk. Then it'll be red, white, and blue that day. But yeah.
You look like a kid that would have a mohawk.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about bringing it back.
Hey, you should.
Bro, you might go crazy.
Georgia Southern.
That would probably.
What are you gonna go like? What is it? What are your colors? Blue and gold.
Blue and gold.
Yeah.
If I saw a left back with a mohawk with blue and gold, I'm stepping out the way. Like, all right, here you go, bro.
And he's on TikTok.
I mean, hey, probably get some good views though.
You probably would.
100%.
You gotta do like one of those barbershop videos. Just have like a hype video. And just,
Yeah. Just film
one of those like what's his name? Eric. Eric videos just going around the head.
That was funny.
There's just so many things I want to do like with soccer. I mean, there's so many like opportunities, especially with social media. You can literally DM someone, and then all of a sudden you're on the other side of the country. So.
Well, and that's what I was gonna ask is like what happened? Like God forbid, because I see a lot of potential in you going pro, but if that route doesn't happen, is there something in the back of your head that this is something that you want to do as a backup, as that involves with soccer? Because technically, what I'm doing, or what we are doing here, actually is something that was not something that's going to be at the pro level, but it's fighting to go to a pro level where we can be at like interviewing Messi, we can interview Mbappe, we can interview Zidane. Like we want to interview these type of players in the future.
Yeah.
But this wasn't in the back of our heads 5 years ago. We wanted to go pro just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have that mindset of being?
Yeah, so I think the car accident actually put it a bit into perspective as well.
Mhm.
But for me, I really just like helping younger players. I mean, I used to think that would be as a coach, but I think what I really like doing is like mentoring, kind of.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much more that goes into it off the field. I mean, I've been probably going through it recently, but there's just so much off the field that's probably way more important than what you do actually in those 90 minutes that you play. Whether that's actually physically what you're doing, what you're eating, or just what you put inside your mind. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's just so many ways to make a living that is not just playing on the field.
Yeah.
And it's not coaching. It's not like directly related to the first
Right.
team. There's just so many things going on behind the scenes, or even contractor. There's just so many ways to be involved with a soccer team that's not, again, playing or coaching. So
Yeah.
it's just about how you find it, how you find it.
And what you see is actually a lot of the time is players who play, they don't know when to give it up, and then all of a sudden they're still coaching at 70 years old, and they're on the field like 8 hours a day coaching. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I love coaching. I do love coaching, but I want to have something that I can do that's not just labor work that can actually still help out players.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to work on it. I have some ideas in my head that I want to start doing more soon.
Yeah.
Like my own brand business, soccer business. So
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, man, we're gonna support you no matter what.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're here to support you. So let us know.
Sky's the limit for you, man. Like, I really,
Yeah,
You have a
really
good
see
you have
that.
a good following, everything, and I think you've met the right people too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as getting you into college, I feel like maybe you have the right people to start your own business as well. So
Yeah, I mean, college is all about networking, so try and exercise that as much as you can. You're saying you're spending a lot of time in class and you're not really seeing the value. Maybe this is the time for you to start connecting with some more people instead of focusing on the class. Obviously, you want to get straight A's because you need them to play, but make those connections, and hopefully, Plan B can be start your own business and go from there.
Yeah, well, the good thing is I actually only need straight C's to play.
C's get degrees, dude. That's C's get degrees, man. I'm gonna get tatted right here.
It's crazy.
I hear you.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good.
yeah, well,
I'm glad to hear.
we had a good talk. Everything that you said is extremely good advice. And but you did mention that you are a Man United fan. Tell me how you feel about this season.
What are you referring to right now? Why you got that grin on your face? What?
What? I'm just saying
I just don't want to hear. I don't want to hear any 7 jokes. Okay.
Yeah, that might come out. That may or may not.
Chelsea can't talk. I mean, Chelsea can't talk.
I gotta ask. So as my brother's a Manchester United fan, right? And since you brought up this, tell me how you feel about this. Can you really?
That's amazing.
What is that?
That's amazing.
No, did
My
your
brother
brother
sent
do
me
that?
Yeah, he sent me that the night they lost. He just sent me the picture. I was like,
Send me that, please.
I was like, yeah.
You ever see the pictures on Instagram? It's like 100 or something.
Yeah, bro. He literally the next night, when I talked to him about it, he was like, "I'm going for 100 tonight." I was like, God.
I am so glad I didn't watch that game. I was really pondering about whether I was gonna watch it because it was like 11:30.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm just gonna chill and do some schoolwork. So I'm so glad I didn't watch it because in my head it's like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to experience it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I think Man U's having the best season they can, given what they have, because it's Ten Hag's first season. No one, I don't think. Did you see this coming? No, you can't tell me you saw this coming.
He won a trophy. I mean,
Yeah,
he
right.
won a trophy.
So
City celebrates it like it's the World Cup, so we can too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
100%.
So and you're right. Chelsea can't talk. We're like 13 points behind y'all. Like it's fine.
This
I'm not
is-
gonna bring it up.
This is a wild take, and I think they can win the Champions League.
It's not a wild take.
It's not a wild
It's
take.
not. That's the thing. It's not a wild take.
They're getting Conte back as well.
Yeah.
N'Golo
Yeah.
Kante.
Yes.
Dude, Chelsea are a different breed in the Champions League. Like everyone knows this.
And I really just dislike Chelsea, but I really do think they can win the Champions League.
It's not a wild take at all.
Yeah.
Not a wild take.
I believe you too.
Respect that, brother.
They're starting
Yeah.
to build that chemistry now. There's a little bit of chemistry going on there, so I feel like with João Felix and Enzo running the midfield, and then you said Conte's coming back too. I think that's a big chance for them to win the
I
Champions
hope he
League
stays
this year.
healthy. But
Yeah. I
him
think-
coming
yeah.
back is gonna be.
Me too. I think Man U can win the Europa League. I mean, they should. I think they should at this point.
After beating Barcelona, they should. Yeah.
They should, yeah. But I don't know what that table looks like, but they'll either play. I think to me it'll either be Roma or Man U.
You got lucky with those 2 goals, right?
Okay, here we go.
Bro, flash it back to.
Yeah, here we go.
him saying, I really think those were savable goals.
That's crazy though. That was like a round of 32 Europa League game. Was United Barcelona? Like that's actually mental.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the most views that the Europa League had in quite some time,
Yeah.
and forever.
Yeah. Especially now that they've kind of found their way back almost, both teams.
Yeah.
It's just funny. The standard of that game was so high that could have been a Champions League semifinal. Especially that standard too.
Crazy how time.
Yeah.
changes.
It's crazy how banter clubs just happen, right? They just drop in form, bro.
It's crazy. Who's in 10th place again? Oh, I'm sorry.
La Liga, bro.
Brother.
La
We're not
Liga.
gonna get into
Wait.
it. But so you also said you Wayne Rooney was a huge idol for you and stuff.
Yeah.
So this guy, he's a newfound DC United fan.
I
right?
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you follow them at all? Or?
DC United?
Yeah.
No, not really. I honestly don't watch MLS that much.
That's fine. That's what this podcast
Yeah,
is
that's
for.
what we're doing.
That's fine, bro.
No.
That's
I watch the league I watch the most is the actual USL Championship out of any league.
See?
Oh,
But
That's actually what we're gonna get watching too.
I don't know if you guys know who Becoming Elite is.
Who
Matt
is-
Sheldon. He's a soccer YouTuber.
Okay.
He plays in
I know
USL,
something.
and I watch all of his games. So
who does he play with?
he plays for Hartford Athletic right now.
Okay.
But yeah, they just had their first game a couple days ago. But yeah, I'll also watch that because that's a realistic level I think I can get to.
Heck yeah.
So it's honestly better. I think it's better use of my time to watch that than to watch the Prem.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's-
do what's best for you.
Yeah.
Study the game.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's great advice.
Student of the game, so
Yeah.
let's say.
Our
Yeah.
coach actually said one time it was actually our Georgia Southern assistant coach. He was mad at us the other day or a week ago, and he's like, "You guys need to stop watching the Prem. You guys are trying to play like Premier League players. You guys need to watch League One. That's real soccer. Is League One. I mean, there's actually truth to that. I mean, watching a level that's attainable. I mean, obviously, I'd love to play in the Premier League, but let's be real. Let's be real. I'm not 16 and I'm not a promising young talent who's in the national team. So that's fine. But there's still so many pro leagues out there, and I think a lot of kids don't know what to watch and just how to reach that level. So
Yeah, this may be like a. Oh, what was
No,
it?
go ahead.
I was gonna say this may be like a dumb question, but if you got a chance to play in like a 3rd or 4th league anywhere in the country, like let's say I don't know, like Europe or so, or maybe even like Asia, would you take it?
anywhere, yeah,
Anywhere,
literally any
Anywhere.
country, as long as I have a house, somewhere to live,
Somewhere to live?
anywhere to live.
Okay.
I'll play.
You just want to get paid to play.
Yeah, I mean, if I have housing and meals, I'll play.
Yeah.
I can get it.
Solid.
That's a simple guy. Man.
Say yes.
Simple guys.
Hey, but I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, I think I
beautiful.
would do it too.
I would not. Yeah, I would
so
take that.
I was just wanted to know because sometimes some people are like, "Nah, I want to do England, London, top countries or whatever." But hey, good for
Yeah.
you.
Would you play in Saudi Arabia?
Anywhere.
Bro, you're gonna get some trouble, man. You're gonna get some trouble in this podcast.
Anywhere, bro.
No, but that's definitely a good mindset to have, to be open to anywhere we go. And I feel like for you, it'd be a great full circle for you to play for Tampa Bay Rowdies.
That's the dream, man.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
the
the biggest dream right there. So,
Tampa Bay, holler at my man's right here. Come on.
did you have anything else to
No, that's
say?
it.
And, oh man, I'm good.
Well, Logan, I appreciate you being on the show. We really do appreciate all the advice that you get onto this podcast. So, but we wish nothing but the best of luck for you in this upcoming season in the fall. And if anything happens, we got your back.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Looking forward to.
We got your back, and we'll come see you at a game.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
very soon, very
Very
soon.
soon.
So thank you guys for watching. Remember to share, like, and subscribe.
All
and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.